Hello from TeamYatDragon.com. This is Ji Sifu. Today we're going to talk about some theories in the magic lineage that we're in and the Saam Law Sun Gung magic that we teach. Now we talked about what is a ghost and how to treat a spiritual situation or ghost encountering situation, which is kind of new to you guys because it's very different from those ghost stories and the rumors out there. But then these are all professional tips and information that can keep you safe. So pay attention and watch those previous videos that we did before. Now this video we want to go into the topic of how to analyze and how to observe an exorcist and make sure that the exorcist that you find for help, no matter it's us or other people, you need to know whatever they are talking, like be able to listen to see if they actually will help or will do more harm to you. Not every exorcist is the same. Even you see, okay, this is like a very common thing. When you look at people, you see the outfit and you're, oh, this is a Taoist, this is the Buddhist, this is the whatever. You just categorize people into different styles of exorcism, right? Different styles of magic. Now, it's not the same because every style, they have different sects and like their masters is different. Everyone is different. You cannot categorize doctors like, oh, this is Western doctor, Chinese doctors, and then you just say, Chinese doctor sucks, because you encounter this scam Chinese doctor that is very crappy, and then the other guys say, oh, Western doctor is always the best, they always work. It's not the case because there are Western doctors who don't know their stuff and they just buy some certificate and they want to earn big bucks. So not everyone is the same, right? So when you want to choose an exorcist to help you out with any spiritual case, you need to keep this in mind. Now let us get back to the point. Getting help for a ghost problem, for example, let's go back to our example before, as like, for example, this guy, his father just passed away, okay? And then now you have this father thing standing there at home or during this funeral ceremony and something like that, and people just see the spirit, the person, transparent or whatever form it is, and that's a problem. So you cannot get rid of him, right? The thing just stand there. Now some people will say, okay, you should talk to them, comfort them, make them happy. Maybe there are some things that this person have in the mind that is not done before. You just need to fulfill whatever wish or whatever desire, whatever they don't like, they want to do to complete doing in this world, and they can move on. Now this is the first no, the first red flag. When people say you should look at this situation as they're a real person that you know, that is a big no. As we talked about in the second video, these are not the real person. These things that you can see right here, they're the residue energies of this person who already passed away, or like they travel from one state to another already. These are the remaining garbage energy. They're supposed to recycle, but they did not because of some hiccups or something stuck in there, and that is why you can encounter them. Now these ghost energy, whatever you call them, okay, these ghosts that you can see or interact or feel, something like that, they're negative to human being, just like they are the bacteria or mold virus that is grew from a piece of bread that is expired and turned all moldy, these things. When your mind, as we said before, your mind connects to them, you think about things, you relate to things, all these energies, the mind power, the mind energies will infuse and get sucked in by these things, and they grow just like bacteria. They capture, absorb, like a sponge, absorb everything you think, everything people have in the mind, they absorb. Because they absorb a bit of that, it grows bigger and bigger, and this thing gets more rich as they grow. the more power you put into them, the more you think and interact with them, the richer this bacteria, this thing is. And then the more dangerous it gets, because it can then get to a point that is so strong, it can possess you because it swallows over yours. It overrides your mind power. And this thing just enclose your whole body. And it gets too big and it can control people. So it's not good. Now, these exorcists, when you find them for help, when they say, oh, you have to be compassionate, you have to be good to them, you have to talk to them, whatever they say, you do this and this to fulfill them, that is a big no-no, because the more you do that, that is the more energies from the mind that you're giving to the thing. This is not like your father, this is not your grandmother, whatever. This is the leftover of them. This is like what they don't need, but this thing is staying in this world. It's just like saying, when you die, you don't need your body anymore. The body should be disposed. It's not needed. You don't need the body when you go over there, right, to the other world. This body is garbage to them. And if you keep this body inside your house, it creates bacteria and bad smell and stuff like that. Definitely it showed you the theory in nature. The dead body is not good to keep. It's not good to keep around a human being. So these things, like dead bodies, the energies, they're like that. It's not good to keep around. It's not good to stick around and put more energies in them to empower them. If someone say you should talk to them, negotiate with them, and then you should, do whatever, you should feel compassionate to them and such like that. This is garbage. This is not good. This is not good to listen to. It will do you more harm. And basically, these so-called sorcerers, they're not going to help you, but make the problem worse. And usually what happens is, after you fulfill one wish, and another problem will come up. And other thing will come up. It's never ending. It's always like, okay, you fulfill this wish, they may suppress for a while. And then later on, they come back again after, a few months, and then, oh, they have this problem now, and other world, some other issues. Now we're going to do something else, and then it just keeps going and going. Never ends. When you encounter an exorcist that say, oh, this is your whatever, and like you tell them this is my grandfather or grandmother or whatever you see, right? And then they instantly believe that this is really your grandfather or grandmother because you say so. Okay, now this is a problem too, because basically what happened is this exorcist, before they even start the work to analyze, is this really your grandmother or grandfather? Before they even dig into the case, they already assume that it is, and they deal with the problem as it is your grandfather or grandmother. Now these sorcerers, they are already mentally, spiritually, all in to give their mind power, their spiritual power to this bacteria. When they encounter or they go to the house or whatever to do work, what they're doing is just putting more energy into the thing. Now that is even more dangerous because these are like blind doctors, what we call. Okay, they don't know what they're doing and they just keep like whatever it's like this. When you go to a doctor, okay, you tell them, oh, I have this. They don't even need to diagnose. They just listen and then they believe the patients what they're saying. I have diabetes. I have this. I have this. They don't do body check. They just go in and dig in and then instantly treat you with medicine and think that, okay, you have whatever. You said you have this is okay, and then just give you medicine. It's not going to work like that, okay? Spiritually, you're gonna kill someone like that. It's not good. It's not right. When we treat a spiritual case, you cannot believe whatever the clients say because the client is the victim of this spiritual thing that is trying to trick them mentally because it's playing tricks on their mind. It's screwing up their brain. And if you believe this patient's 100% of what they're saying, you're also falling into the trap, and it's very, very dangerous. So when there's like a haunted place, for example, like a haunted hotel, haunted street or whatever, people all say they have such spirit there looking like this, whatever. Okay, being an exorcist, the first thing you have to do is stay out of the game. You cannot stick your mind in there and believe what is there. Yes, there is spirit, there is energy, there is whatever you call that, ghost or whatever it is. There is such things, and that is why people have problems. But then, it is always not what people see. Because what people see and sensed is always the form of energies or whatever that is being contaminated and influenced by everyone's mind power already. The true form of the thing, the origin of the thing, is always not what it seems at the end result. So when it started to cause a lot of problems, like haunted house, everybody go there, everybody sends this, everybody contributes to this little bacteria and made it very, very powerful. And that's why haunted house, where more and more people know it is haunted, they try to go into investigation. The more they go in and dig into the thing, the more they contribute and the more powerful the thing gets. And being an exorcist, the first thing you have to do is not stick into the game like other people. You have to deal with this as like this is just an other energies and other bacteria, whatever that it is. And your job should be to get rid of the thing, kill it for everyone's good. It's not like you have to go in and then dig in all the story, read like a few thousand of pages of essays and the background of this and then dig into the origin or the history behind. You don't have to do that. What we have to do as an exorcist, a real one, is dig into the case, what is there that is causing problem? Okay, instantly with our magic, like for example, if you find me for exorcism, what we in our lineage need to do is know that, okay, we categorize the problem based on a symptom. Now after you can categorize everything and you know the symptoms, you can diagnose and see like what dimension is this thing in, what category it is, like what properties this energy has right now. And with that, we can already have enough information to deal with whatever that is, the ghost or whatever it's called, okay? You can deal with that already. And the way you deal with it is because this thing is so strong. That is why people are sensing it. The thing you have to do is not to help or communicate, but to bust it, to destroy. And because you destroy by dissolving it, when this is dissolved into very microscopic part, it cannot gather up and regroup anymore into a condensed and focused form, which people can sense. When it's so scattered, you cannot sense it. Okay, it's just like when moisture in the air is scattered, you cannot see moisture. When it's gathered up in a condensed form like a cloud, then you can see it. And that is why, to deal with these spirits, you must dissolve them away, like dissolve all the energy away. The next step is to sweep all these fragments of whatever energy back to where they belong. Like, not in this dimension, in other dimensions, sweep it away and bring this category of energy to that place. This category of energy to that place. It's like garbage. This to the sea, this to the landfill, this to whatever. No, you dispose the garbage to every places that these things are supposed to be, and the problem is solved. There's nothing to investigate into whatever history of the dead person, because that is all just a smoke screen of the whole case. You do not deal with these things like that. Now, with haunted house and a lot of situations like that, where people dig in for a long time, there's an even bigger problem, and it can lead to a more potentially harmful problem for the next person who may not even know what's going on. And why? We'll dig into that in another video. So this video, I'm just trying to keep it short, so maybe that's it for today. And remember to subscribe, like, comment below, and watch the other videos on our Teen Yat Dragon YouTube channel. Don't forget to visit teenyatdragon.com, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.